Action!
Action. Hello, Internet world, and welcome to Offshore Gishing.
I'm Steph.
I'm Jeff.
Gish.
Gish. So, as you can tell by the channel name,
we're offshore gishing.
Exactly. And if you came here for fishing tips and to see exciting videos of us landing trophy fish, you are in the wrong place. But if you came here to watch a couple of goofy people try to explore the next phase of their lives and to see our adventures and our triumphs and the mistakes we make along the way, then you should enjoy the show. Wow. You know, she looks at me like that more often than you would think. I've kind of decided that she's just in awe of my abilities and my personality, and that's what we're going to stick with. So about twice an episode, you're going to see that.
You didn't really say what offshore gishing was, so offshore gishing is not fishing, but we will be offshore. So the next phase is this beautiful waterfront home that we're sitting in right now will no longer be our home, as it is currently listed for sale, and we are ready to find our buyer so that we can sell this house and move on to...
Well, we really hope it's a 2002 Marlow 70 Explorer that is currently vacationing in Exumas, and I'm getting near daily torture pictures from the current owner, who is sending us the views of the beautiful crystal clear waters and amazing sunsets and swimming pigs and palm trees and everything else you can imagine the Bahamas are.
So we hope to be selling this house quickly, ASAP, and then we will move on to a boat, and from there we're going to be sharing our journey of living on a boat. This is something that Jeff has wanted to do from the day I met him, and he told me he wanted to live on a boat, and I kind of thought, sure, that'll happen. But now it's actually happening, so I had to wrap my head around it, and I am now on board, and we are going to be living on a boat, sharing our adventures of what we're doing with you. So we hope it's entertaining. We hope you have fun with it. We hope we have fun with it. We think we will. But it's something we've wanted to do for a long time. Jeff's wanted to do for a long time. It's something I've wanted to do for a short time. But I am very excited. So we'll be working remote. I'll be taking all of this audio-visual equipment with us. I'll be recording in the boat and creating these videos with the help of my new on-screen talent, Jeff.
Absolutely. And so for better or worse, that's where we're going to be. Steph is exactly right. I've worked a lot of years to get where I am, and Steph has done the same. And there have been a number of changes over the last, I would say, 3 or 4 years that have radically changed my perspective on life, where I am and where I want to be. And it really probably goes back farther than that. I would say to not long after Steph and I met. And what I've really come to realize in the past 3 years especially is that the only thing that I can't build more of and the only thing that I can't make better is time. And possessions don't matter, status doesn't matter, the way other people see you doesn't matter. What matters is the time you have in this world and the relationships you build and the daily experiences that you have. I'm sure we'll get into that more in future episodes, but I feel like I'm repeating myself or that I'm reading off a script a little bit, and to a big degree I am. And that's been due to the fact that there's another couple out there in internet land who precede us, and that's going to be Nathan and Lindsay over at the 71%. So I want to thank you guys for everything that you've done to inspire us so far, and hope that in the same way channels like We Sail gave you the nudge to do what you're doing, that you understand that you've given us that nudge, and we hope to inspire others. So the bar is set incredibly high for the channel that we're going to build, and we hope to do things a little differently and to have different adventures. And I'm sure there will probably be more footage of me making repairs and making changes to a 20-plus-year-old boat, but we're going to try to explore new areas, cook new dishes, find the local delicacies, make cocktails and serve wine that complement well. And there should be a fair amount of me making an idiot out of myself. So who doesn't love that? So
I love it.
she didn't have to say that right away. But anyway, we hope that you will join us. We're going to try to put out some content regularly as the very stressful home sale progresses. Then as we hopefully go down to meet some great people who are the current owners of the boat that we hope to have. And then we will bring that back to Florida, outfit it, and update it, and then the adventure begins.
Well, the adventure begins now because, as Jeff mentioned, while we're waiting for the house to sell, we are starting the adventures now. So we will try to bring you along as we explore our city a little bit more. We live in Madeira Beach, Florida, which is a beautiful location. So while we anxiously await the house to sell, we'll bring you guys around and we'll take you to some places as we explore our hometown a little bit. Well, not our hometown.
Our new hometown.
Our new hometown. And one of the things Jeff kind of alluded to, but one of the accelerators for doing this now is over the last few years is we've lost a number of really close friends and family members. And life is just too short to not grab it by the horns and live every day to the best that you can, and to really just take advantage of every minute and appreciate every moment and just live in the present moment in life. So we'll bring you around on the adventures. We decided life is too short. We're gonna just do this now. It's time. And we'll take you around Madeira Beach, maybe up to Tarpon Springs and St. Petersburg, while we wait for the house to sell, which will hopefully be in a couple hours, but it's probably not going to be that quick.
Maybe into St. Pete, maybe Home Depot, Best Buy, I don't know. I don't know how much time we're going to have, but where we go, you're going to come along with us.
Shopping at the grocery store, who knows?
Who knows?
We should, before we end, we said this was our new hometown. We should give you a little background about who we are, why it took me so long to kind of get on board with this whole living on the water on a boat thing. Is I grew up in Utah, which, if you don't know, Utah is landlocked by a few other states. So I grew up on a lake, a beautiful lake, Bear Lake, on the Utah-Idaho border, which is nicknamed the Caribbean of the West Mountains, Caribbean of the Mountains, maybe, something like that.
Caribbean of the desert?
Beautiful blue water and sandy beaches, but the water is like 50 degrees. So I grew up on a lake on the weekends. Jeff did not grow up in Utah.
I got a late start sailing. I didn't get out on a boat until I was about 2 weeks old, and I grew up in Texas, in Galveston Bay area, and have been on the water as long as I can remember, sailing sunfish and dolphins and J-boats and everything else you can think of. And so while I did spend a couple decades in San Antonio landlocked, even then most of the time we were on the lake and had boats there. But I am definitely ready to get back out onto open water and put some miles under the keel.
I'm sure as time goes by, we'll tell you more of our backgrounds will unravel as time goes on. But we're on the water now. We're next to the water. So the next step is to get on the boat.
In fact, let's take a look at that. Come along with me, and we'll show you where we are. Who wouldn't love to be right there?
Woo, it's cold today.
You can't say it's cold. We live in paradise.
We live in paradise, but it is cold today. We'll take you back inside. It's cold.
Okay. Well, pretty uneventful first adventure with us, but it was only 20 feet. So hopefully the rest are more exciting.
Thanks for coming with us. Appreciate you guys.
Cheers.
Oh, wait. Cheers. Ding.